Imagine sitting at your desk in Phoenix, 2006. The phone rings. It's a skeptical business owner tossing yet another sales letter into the trash. Dan Kennedy leans in, smirks, and says, "Almost all letters stink because they miss one thing." What is that one thing that turns a junk mail into a money-making machine? Stick around, we're about to crack the code of the ultimate sales letter. Dan kicks things off with the headline, the make-or-break hook. You've got seconds to grab your reader's eye, or your letter lands in the bin. But how do you write a headline that's impossible to ignore? Dan shares a case from a lawn mower company struggling in Oklahoma. A dry headline like "New folding lawnmower available" wasn't cutting it. They switched to "Fold your lawn mower like a newspaper and store it anywhere." Boom. Interest soared. More calls, more sales. That headline didn't just inform, it showed a benefit, a vivid image that sparked curiosity instantly. Think of a headline as your handshake in a crowded room, firm, confident, unmistakable. This isn't just words, it's your chance to connect immediately. Without a strong handshake, nobody wants to engage, and in sales letters, that weak handshake is a death sentence. A headline grabs attention like a handshake pulls you in, creating trust before a single sentence is read. A great headline flips a reader's skepticism upside down, like a magic trick revealing the secret behind the illusion. Dan explains how the right headline teases a solution to a problem before the reader even commits, turning doubt into intrigue. The payoff? Letters that get read, leads that flood in, and skeptics that become loyal customers. Headlines aren't just words, they're your secret weapon. Now that you have their attention, how do you keep it? Dan reveals the secret sauce behind every sentence that pulls readers deeper, messages that lodge in your brain like a catchy tune you can't forget. Joe, a struggling real estate agent in Denver, switched from bland, feature-heavy copy to a simple story about his own first home, fears and all. Suddenly, prospects stopped glossing over and started calling. His letter felt human, relatable. Joe's leads not only doubled, they stayed loyal because they felt connected, not sold to. Dan explains copywriting like storytelling to your brain's emotional system. It's the shortcut your mind craves. Facts can bore, but stories light up memory centers and emotions. Like a campfire tale that sticks, your sales letter becomes not just read, but remembered, increasing the chance readers pick up the phone. When your letter reads like a genuine conversation, people relax, loosen their tough exterior, and lean in. Dan calls this conversational copywriting. The payoff? Readers drop their guards and buy not just from logic, but because they feel understood. That's how a sales letter stops being junk and starts making real money. The letter's finale, often ignored, yet Dan reveals this is where the magic seals the deal. A powerful close can flip the maybe into a heck yes and transform words into cash. In one example, a pest control company's usual sign-off was weak. "Contact us if interested." Dan revamped it to a clear, no-risk offer. "Call now to get your first treatment 50% off, guaranteed, or your money back." Response rates tripled overnight. That simple, bold call to action put the reader's doubts aside and pushed them to act. Dan compares the call to action to a gentle nudge at a party. You don't shove, you prompt. It's the moment where your reader says, "Yes, I want this." Without that nudge, even the best letter falls flat. You guide the reader smoothly from curiosity to decision, turning interest into action effortlessly. Adding urgency, like limited time offer, and guarantees calms fears while sparking motivation. It's a psychological double punch. Fear of missing out meets risk-free assurance. Dan shows that this combo drives action faster than price cuts alone. So endings aren't just polite goodbyes, they're your last and best sales pitch. Remember that skeptical business owner from Phoenix? Now imagine their sales letter transformed by Kennedy's blueprint, headlines that arrest, stories that connect, and closings that compel. You can craft letters that do more than get tossed. They build customers and drive sales. Ready to write your own ultimate sales letter? Tonight, try rewriting a headline using vivid benefits. That small change could spark your next big win. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.